Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Lucario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I'm going to give you guys today is the top 5 reasons why you should stop seeing a chick. Okay, so, and these reasons have to do with if you have been just dating a girl. I'm not talking about if you're in a long-term committed relationship. These are for if you just started dating a girl and y'all, in the stage where you're just getting to know each other and shit like that. You feel me? So, number 5 is flakiness. So if a chick is flaky, you need to stop seeing her. Okay, you have situations where, let's say if you plan to meet a girl at a certain spot and you go to that place and then she just doesn't show up. And she just flaked on you. That's straight disrespect. You do not see that girl again. Now, in certain situations, you might have where a girl flakes on you, but she'll call you before the date and say, oh, I can't make it because this came up. And then you'll be like, all right, fine. Cool. Let's get together another time and shit. So there are certain times where you can still see a girl after she flaked on you that one time. But if she flakes on you again, then she's done. So let's say, for example, you're supposed to meet up with a girl on Friday. She calls you Thursday. She's like, oh, I can't meet you, on Friday because of this and this and that. And then you be like, all right, cool. And then y'all set up something for next week. And then if next week comes and she flakes on you again, it's a fucking wrap. Don't see her again. Stop it. It's over. Done. Me personally, if a chick flakes on me once, it's a wrap. I'm not fucking with her. But, I understand in certain situations, things come up and you might want to still see this chick, so then you give her a second chance. But after that second chance, it's a wrap. And also when you see her on that second time, when she comes through, you have to have her do something for flaking the first time. Okay, so let's say if you guys are gonna go get some coffee, you can be like, look, you got to buy me this coffee because you flaked on me. So listen, you got to make it up by buying me this coffee or some shit like that. Whatever. But generally speaking, if a chick is flaking on you, you got to stop seeing this chick. Okay? And if she does that shit where you're supposed to meet up with her and she doesn't call you, she just doesn't show up, that chick you just stop seeing immediately. Just done. And if a chick flakes on you, she calls you up and says, oh, such and such, and then you're supposed to see her again the next week, and then she flakes on you again, she's done. You stop seeing that chick. All right? So, number 5 is flakiness. Number 4, and this kind of goes along with number 5. This kind of goes along with flakiness. Number 4 is if she doesn't see you as a top priority. So the number 4 reason for you to stop seeing a chick is that she doesn't see you as a top priority. So now I'm going to explain what that is. So sometimes a girl, and this also kind of has to do with flakiness, sometimes a girl will call you or text you right before you guys are supposed to meet up and let you know that she needs to reschedule with you because something else came up. And she'll be detailed about what came up as to why she can't see you. So basically, she's replacing the time that she's supposed to see you with some other shit. So sometimes a girl might be like, oh, guess what? I was supposed to see my girlfriend on Tuesday, but then she called me today and said that she really needs to speak to me today. So I'm gonna have to cancel with you. Is it okay if we see each other next week? Some shit like that. So she's basically, pushing you to the side so she can do this other shit. It's usually other shit that she could have done, after. But she's replacing, you with this other shit. And let me tell you some other shit that these girls do is that sometimes she'll say, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that or something came up, which is why I can't see you at this point. And sometimes it's usually another guy that came up. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the girl you're dating, she's dating other dudes. And what happened is, let's say you were supposed to meet her at 6. This other guy who she's seeing, who she feels like she's sort of like getting feelings for and kind of likes, calls her up and says, hey, I want to see you at 6. So then now she kicks you to the curb, or she pushes you to the side and says, oh, I can't see you now because, and usually she won't even say it's another guy, but she'll make up some reason like, oh, my girlfriend came into town and I can't see you. And, it's a whole bunch of bullshit. So either way, she's not seeing you as top priority. Do you understand what I'm saying? So those type of girls, you stop seeing. Okay, like I've had girls who've done that where I was supposed to go see them, and they're like, oh, I can't see you today because such and such happened. So can we do this another time? And they'll specifically say the reason is that they're really pushing you out the way so that they can do this other thing in which they could have done later. And I'm usually like, okay, cool, that's cool, whatever. But then I never call them again. And then they'll call me back and they'll be like, hey, what's up? They'll call me the next week. What's going on? And I just ignore them and they're good. They're done. It's a wrap. Because you, as a man, you should not be sitting there wasting your time with a chick who will do some shit like this. And also, how does that make you look, playing second fiddle or fucking, you're like the last resort to her situation. That's not cool. You understand what I'm saying? So those chicks, she's not going to respect you. You need to cut it off ASAP. All right? And, the only exception to this rule is, let's say you're dealing with a chick who is about her business. Like she's like, she's on her grind. She's like, she's getting some paper. I've dealt with chicks like that who, they was getting some paper and then some shit came up where they could get some paper. And they was like, oh, I need to do this thing. It just came up to get some paper. And I'm like, all right, cool, get your paper. And then we'll reconvene and we'll get together later. Cool. But if it's some goofy shit, like, oh, my girlfriend, she just broke up with her boyfriend and I really need to, fuck that. Go, get out of here. You understand? So those type of chicks you stop seeing. All right, so it's number 4. All right, so we are at number 3. So, number 3 reason why you should stop seeing a chick is if she's not playing her position. So, for example, let's say you're dealing with a girl and she's the side chick. She's your side girl. She's the side chick or she's the jump off. And she, gets this idea in her head that she's going to be wifey one day, or, she's mad that she's a side chick. You're at her house and, you're banging it out and then you're about to leave. And she's like, oh, why you got to leave so quick? And can't you just stay? And, like she just starts getting all, dramatic about the situation. So she's not playing her position as a side chick. Like she knows you got a girl. She knows you got a main chick, but she is starting to get out of pocket and act and wild out because she's getting all emotional about you. She's starting to really, catch all these feelings and all of this shit. So that's the type of chick you need to stop seeing, okay? Because she's not playing her position. Her position is the side chick. She needs to be the side chick and chill out. And if she's not doing that, you need to stop seeing her, okay? So that's number 3. Now, number 2 is if a chick is not fucking you. So you should stop seeing a chick if she is not fucking you. If she's not having sex with you, stop seeing her. See, I get emails from dudes who they'll hit me up and they'll say, hey, I've been dating this girl for like 2 months and, I haven't had sex with her. And, I've been seeing this girl and we haven't been like doing stuff. And it's like these guys have been seeing these girls for so long and no sex has happened. And I'm like, why are you with her, man? Stop seeing her. Women love sex and women love to get dick. They love it. So if you're dealing with a girl and she's not having sex with you, she's probably using you for attention. She's using you because you probably take her out to, dinner and all these other places. You spend money on her, or, you call her up all the time and, talk to her about her problems and shit. And she's designating you as one of these other guys while she, she's getting her back blown out by some other dude. But you're the dude who she's not, having sex with. You understand? So if a chick is not having sex with you, she's not fucking you, you need to stop seeing her. Okay? Stop it. You don't need to be chilling with this girl anymore. Like, don't do it. All right, and now we're going to get to the number one reason why you should stop seeing a girl. Number one reason why you should stop seeing this chick. The number one reason is you're losing interest in her. Now, it sounds obvious. It sounds like, of course, like, why would you still deal with a girl why would you stay with a girl you're not into? And a lot of guys do it. I'm going to tell you why. A lot of guys stay with a girl who they lost interest in because of fear. They're scared that they might not get another girl. Even though they're not really into this girl that much, they probably losing interest in her sexually or just in general, they're just not into her. But they're like, well, I'm going to stick with her because, it took me a while to get her, and, I don't want to go back out there and try to find another girl. And, so they're in this comfort zone with this chick. Or, certain guys, even though like they don't like her as a person, the sex is still good. So they're like, okay, I'll just fuck with her and keep fucking her because the sex is good. But all the other shit, you just hate the chick. You're like, oh, I can't stand this bitch. But the thing is, the reason why you should stop seeing her is because by you continuing to see her, it's hindering you from meeting other women because you're in such a comfort zone with this girl. You have no incentive to really go and see other women or try to talk to other girls or get with other chicks because, you could always fall back into that pussy. You understand? But it's not really fulfilling you, as a whole, because you're just like, okay, well, the sex is cool, but she's annoying as fuck. You could have her as a fuck buddy if you wanted, but some guys are in long-term relationships with chicks who they just don't like. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to hinder you from, like finding another chick who's better suited for you. You feel me? So if you're losing interest in the chick, you need to just like call it a day, man. Stop seeing her. It's gonna be, you're gonna be better off. She's gonna be better off in the long run. I know it, might be hard and at the beginning to even do that. When let's say if you've been with a girl for a couple of months to a year and y'all are together and you kind of been together. If you're telling this chick like, hey, I need to move on, of course she's probably gonna be upset. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. And you staying with the chick who you're losing interest in or you're not really feeling is, it's not going to do any good for you. And, don't waste your time. All right. So those are the top 5 reasons why you should stop seeing a chick. Now, if you guys want any more information about picking up girls, attracting women, hit me up at MrLocario.com. Make sure you get my books, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, The Magnificent 10, Crucial Dating Tips for Men, my DVDs, How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women Seminar, or The Bad Boys Guide to Dating. Holler at me if you have a question at askmrlocario@gmail.com. Click all the links below and holler at your boy. All right, I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
Master the game by joining dating and life coach Mr. Locario live in New York City on Friday, May 15th at So Techie Spaces for his new seminar, Reclaim the Game. Mr. Locario has some exclusive new realistic approaches to the dating game that will help you be successful with women. Purchase your tickets at MrLocario.com. Space is extremely limited, so pick up your tickets today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.